Hello children, today we are going to study practice set 5.1. First question. Diagonals of a parallelogram WXYZ intersect each other at point O. If angle XYZ equals to 135 degree, then measure of angle XWZ and angle YZW will be how much we have to find out. And in this problem only, if length OY equals to 5 centimeter, then length YW equals to how much? This we have to find out. So here is the solution. Very simple. Angle XYZ is given as 135 degree and the quadrilateral is given as a parallelogram. Therefore, their opposite angles are congruent. So whatever measure of angle XYZ is there, that will be the measure of angle XWZ equals to 135. Second, two adjacent angles in a parallelogram are congruent. For example, here Y is given, so measure of angle X and measure of angle Z will also be supplementary. So here angle YZW plus angle XYZ equals to 180 degree, that is adjacent angles of a parallelogram are supplementary. Therefore, if we substitute the value of XYZ, we can calculate angle YZW as 45 degree. When length OY equals to 5 centimeter, OY is nothing but the part of the diagonal WY. So OY equals to half of WY. Why? Property of the parallelogram is such that diagonals are bisectors of each other. Therefore, length WY equals to twice length OY equals to 2 into 5 equals to 10 centimeter. That means length WY, diagonal WY will be equal to 10 centimeter. So thus we can find out the unknown angles and the segment. Next problem. In a parallelogram ABCD, if measure of angle A equals to 3x plus 12 degree and angle B equals to 2x minus 32 degree, then the value of x and the measure of angles C and D we have to find out. As you know, quadrilateral ABCD is a parallelogram. Therefore, adjacent angles A and B, they are adjacent angles, so they are supplementary. So whatever angles, measure of angles are given in variables, you have to add them and equals to 180 degree. When you solve this equation, at that time you will get 5x minus 20 equals to 180 and 5x equals to 180 plus 20 because minus 20 will go on the other side. Therefore, 5x equals to 200, x equals to 200 by 5, x equals to 40. Simple mathematical calculations. So here value of x equals to 40. But measure of angle A is 3x plus 12 degree. Therefore, we have to substitute the value of x here equals to 3 into 40 plus 12 equals to 3 into 40 is 120 plus 12, 132 degree. And angle B equals to 2x minus 32 degree. So 2 into 40 minus 32 equals to 80 minus 32 equals to 48 degree. Therefore, angle C equals to angle A equals to 132 degree. Why this is? Angle C and angle A are opposite angles. Angle D and angle B equals to 48 degree. Again, they are the opposite angles. Thus, we can find out the value of X and C and D also when the measure of angles A and B are given as variables. Let us move to the next problem. Perimeter of a parallelogram is 150 centimeter. One of its side is greater than the other side by 25 centimeter. Find the lengths of all sides. So here Quadrilateral is a parallelogram ABCD. Suppose AD and BC are equals to X. Therefore, AB and DC will be equals to X plus 25. Perimeter of a quadrilateral ABCD. Perimeter means what? Sum of all sides given. Therefore, AB plus BC plus DC plus AD equals to 150. Substituting the values of the sides given as shown in the figure, you will get this equals to, here equals to sign is there, equals to 150 degree. 4x equals plus 50 equals to 150. 4x equals to 150 minus 50. 4x equals to 100. Divide by 4, you will get x equals to 25. So value of x equals to 25. Now, what is the length given? AD equals to BC equals to x equals to 25. AB equals to DC equals to x plus 25. Therefore, AB equals to DC equals to 50 centimeter. Next problem we will see. If the ratio of the measures of two adjacent angles of a parallelogram is 1:2, they are in the ratio, proportion, 1:2. Find the measure of all the angles of the parallelogram. Let quadrilateral ABCD. Whenever any term is not given, parallelogram, rectangle or something is given there, at that time please take a note. You have to take any quadrilateral A, B, C, D, X, Y, Z, W or P, Q, R, S or any alphabet. Here let quadrilateral A, B, C, D be the parallelogram. The ratio of measures of two adjacent angles of a parallelogram is 1:2. Let the common multiple of the angles be X. Therefore, A equals to X degree and angle B equals to 2x degree. And adjacent angles, as you know that, they are supplementary. So x plus 2x equals to 180 degree, 3x equals to 180 degree. So x equals to 180 upon 3 equals to 60 degree. Now angle x, A will be 60 degree, angle B will be 2x, that is 2 into 60 equals to 120 degree, and angle A equals to angle C 60 degree, angle B equals to angle D 120 degree, opposite angles of a parallelogram. Next problem. Diagonals of a parallelogram intersect each other at a point O. If AO equals to 5, BO equals to 12 and AB equals to 13, then show that quadrilateral ABCD is rhombus. In the diagram you can see AO is given, BO is given and AB is given. So in triangle AOB, three sides are given. Thus we will see that here if we take the square of each side and addition of it, it equals to the square of the third side. That is 5 square plus 12 square equals to 25 plus 144 equals to 169. Therefore, AO square plus BO square equals to 169. Therefore, AB square equals to 13 square equals to 169. If we equalize these two, we say that from 1 and 2 equation above, triangle AOB is a right angle triangle. That is by converse of Pythagoras theorem. So angle AOB equals to 90 degree. Therefore, segment AC, in the figure you see, therefore segment AC and BD are perpendicular to each other. These are nothing but the diagonals in a parallelogram. So quadrilateral ABCD is a rhombus. Why? Because in parallelogram, if diagonals are perpendicular to each other, then it becomes a rhombus. Next problem will move. In the figure, Quadrilateral PQRS and quadrilateral ABCR are two parallelograms. If angle P equals to 110 degree, then find the measure of all the angles of quadrilateral ABCR. So quadrilateral PQRS is a parallelogram. So angle P congruent to angle R, that equals to 110 degree. Quadrilateral ABCR is a parallelogram. Therefore, angle R and angle A are adjacent angles. So they are supplementary. If angle R equals to 110 degree, then angle A will be equal to 70 degree. That is, angle A plus 110 degree equals to 180 degree. Angle A equals to 180 minus 110 equals to 70 degree. And angle A and angle C will be of the same measures, opposite angles of a parallelogram. Therefore, angle B equals to angle R equals to 110 degree. So here we can find out all the angles of quadrilateral ABCR. Next problem, question number 7. In the adjoining figure, quadrilateral ABCD is the parallelogram given. Point E is on the ray AB. It is on the ray AB such that BE equals to AB. Then we have to prove that ED bisects segment BC. Means F is the midpoint of BC, or BF equals to FC, to prove that. Now proof: in quadrilateral, as ABCD is a parallelogram given, therefore AB is congruent to DC, or opposite side. And it is given that AB equals to BE. It is given here. Therefore, we can say DC is congruent to BE from equation 1 and 2. That forms equation number 3. Also, DC is parallel to AE because opposite sides are parallel. And D is transversal. Therefore, angle CDE, this angle, and angle AED, this angle, they form pair of alternate angles. In other words, we can take as these two angles, they are forming alternate angles with parallel lines. Now in triangle DFC, DFC and triangle EFB, DC equals to EB from equation number 3. From equation number 4 above, CDF and BEF, they form pair of alternate angles. And DFC and EFB, they form vertically opposite angle. Therefore, these two triangles are congruent by SAA test, SAA test. Therefore, FC is congruent to FB. Corresponding sides of these two triangles congruent. FC congruent to FB, CS, CT. Therefore, line ED bisects BC at point F. Here we complete the exercise practice set 5.1. In the next video, we will see practice set 5.2. Till then, goodbye. Take care of yourself. Thank you.